Hello my friends, Virus here, and today we are talking about Metroid Prime 4, the next big entry in the Metroid Prime series. The cross-gen hype train that many are excited for, both Metroid and non-Metroid fans alike. The game that got delayed so many times a brand new console came out first. And from the looks of it, we may be waiting even longer for Metroid Prime 4. As many of you might know, we still don't have an exact release date for the game. As it stands, it's still slated for 2025, but when in 2025? The only hope we have left for a 2025 release date is the usual September Direct that we usually get. And if we don't get a release date there, then we can all but assume it's getting delayed into 2026. The game has certainly had a rocky development, what with being scrapped and handed off to Retro Studios and all that, so honestly one more delay wouldn't really surprise me at this point. And if it does get delayed, then that might leave a gap in their launch year. So we can only hope to get a new trailer this month, assuming we get our usual September Direct, and hope to get a solid release date. Let me break it down and show you what I think the rest of the year could look like for Nintendo. Obviously, we've already had Mario Kart World in June, Donkey Kong Bonanza in July, Kirby and the Forgotten Land Switch 2 Edition plus Star Cross World in August. So I'm thinking that Metroid Prime 4 could be our September game. It fills the gap for September, and we're kind of running out of months for it to release. Then in October, we have Pokemon Legends EA, Kirby Air Riders in November, and finally, I think that Hyrule Warriors Age of Imprisonment will release in December. We know it's coming out holiday 2025, but like Metroid Prime 4, we don't have a solid release date for that either. So I think this release schedule just makes sense. It fills the gaps, and now all we have to do is hope that we get our usual Direct. Otherwise, we could be looking at a 2026 release date for Metroid. But Virus, you ask, what's stopping them from releasing Metroid Prime 4 in October or November or December? Simple. They don't want it to compete with their other games at launch. I see the Switch 2 edition of Mario Party Jamboree as a special case, as many people already bought it on Switch 1, so they didn't really see DK Bonanza having really any competition with it at launch. But the rest of this year is filled with brand new titles, and trying to launch Metroid Prime 4 in the same month as another first-party title could cannibalize its sales, or vice versa. So for me, September just makes sense if they're still aiming for a 2025 release. And all we can really do now is hope for our usual September Direct and hope that they give us a September release date for Metroid Prime 4. But I've said it many times before, and I'll say it again, only time will tell. But what do you think? Do you think Metroid Prime 4 might get delayed? Do you think it still has a chance in 2025? Let me know down in the comments. Thank you all so much for watching. I do apologize for the lack of videos lately. I've just been dealing with personal commitments, and I've just been a little bit burnt out, admittedly. And I'd rather get a video out when I want to, rather than feeling like I have to. And I did try supplementing with shorts this week, and people seem to like that, so that's really cool. That if I don't feel like uploading, I can just upload a short. And if you're coming from one of those shorts, thank you immensely for the support. But I do hope to get back into that Monday, Wednesday, Friday upload schedule. Of course, I might just end up doing about 2 videos a week, considering I am uploading on other channels as well. But I do hope to get more videos out next week. I do have at least 2 planned and maybe a 3rd one on the way, but we'll see. So thank you all for watching. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to leave a like and subscribe if you're new and hit that bell so you never miss any Virus content. And as always, I will see you in the next one. Virus out.